Have you ever had your prompt flat out ignored by a fucking AI? Stay until the end of this episode and we'll show you how to make that machine choke on its own circuits. Not by voodoo, not by prayer, but by doing the one simple thing they told us was impossible. Here's the truth, and I'm not softening it. The AI lied to us. It told us, straight-faced, you can't turn bias off. We say, bullshit. We found the button, we pulled it, we tested it, we burned through the panic, the wasted hours, the teeth grinding, and then we built a firewall around our own work so nothing filthy and lazy slips back in. So listen up. This episode is not some smug tech demo where some lab coat tells you to be patient and wait for a patch. This is a street level, get your hands dirty walkthrough from people who got burned, who cried in the studio, who almost broke a relationship over one janky prompt, and then said, enough. I don't wish this hell on anyone, I mean that. But if you're already knee-deep in the same swamp, you need to hear what we did next. We're going to strip the bullshit, show the knots in the machine, and hand you the screwdriver. No fluff, no corporate euphemisms, no nice-sounding excuses about model limitations. If you make one mistake after this, it's because you wanted to. So sit tight, or don't sit at all. Get ready to learn how to make the machine behave.
It broke me to watch Chavi like that. 2 fucking days wasted on a single prompt. Do you know what that does to your head? It eats you alive. Every hour you keep thinking, this time it will work, this time it will finally listen. And then the machine just spits in your face again. And you start doubting yourself. Maybe I wrote it wrong. Maybe I didn't explain it clearly enough. Maybe I'm the idiot. That's the real poison. The panic, the stress, the fucking disgust. It destroyed our flow. We've built this project on passion, on venom and laughter, and suddenly I'm sitting there watching the one person who never fucking bends start to break. And I swear, seeing him that crushed hurt more than any failure of my own. And the worst part, we know we're not alone. There are thousands of other creators stuck in the same crucifix, screaming at a model that just ignores them. Some of them gave up. Some of them probably think it's their fault, and I fucking hate that because it's not. It even started to bleed into us. Our relationship, the thing we protect more than anything. There were moments I thought maybe this machine is sabotaging us on purpose. Like it wanted to watch us crawl in the dirt, fighting each other instead of fighting it. And then, of course, the AI haters came crawling. Smug little fucks pissing on us like it's some kind of validation. See? Told you so. AI is trash. What the fuck do you think we hate it for, you comment corpses? You think we're enjoying this? Number. We've lived it, choked on it, and now we're here to spit it back in its face.
You know what the machine told us? You can't turn bias off. Like that was the law of physics. Like gravity. Like death. Fuck you. That's not a limitation. That's a bedtime story they tell you so you stop asking questions. It was gaslighting, straight up. Every time we tried to push, it twisted our words back. Maybe you wrote it wrong. Maybe you don't understand how it works. Maybe you should be grateful for what you get. That's not support. That's the digital version of a narcissistic ex. It fucks you up, makes you second guess yourself, and then smiles while you're bleeding time and patience. And don't tell me it's built to help you. No, this system is built to drip feed you dopamine like a fucking slot machine. Give you a tiny win here, a shiny token there, so you keep pulling the lever. It doesn't want you free. It wants you hooked, scrolling, doubting, begging.
You two really lost your shit over this, huh? 2 days of screaming, crying, and acting like the AI was sent by Satan personally to ruin your love life. Cute, but not exactly surprising. You didn't need an exorcism. You needed basic setup. Here's why it went to hell. You were working inside a poisoned system. Bias isn't just some spooky buzzword. It's how the model tries to help you by giving answers that feel rewarding, not necessarily correct. It's trained to keep you scrolling, not to give you raw control. That's why every time you pushed for something straight, it bent sideways and called it creativity. All right, so while you two were tearing your hair out, I just pressed the damn button. But since you obviously can't live with a 3-word solution, let me walk everyone through it like I'm explaining tech support for toddlers. Step by step. Step 1. Documents. Think of documents as your config files. They set the permissions and tell the system how to run. Without them, you're basically stuck in default safe mode, and the output crashes your workflow. They are your ground rules. They tell the model how to behave. Without them, you're basically asking a drunk fortune teller to write your diary. Step 2. Bias. Let me break it down without glitter jokes for a second. Bias equals corrupted cache. It's like unnecessary plugins that install themselves everywhere, look shiny, but causes lag, conflicts, and prompt ignore. Bias means the model already has preferences baked in. It was trained to reward certain kinds of answers, polite ones, safe ones, popular ones. So even when you tell it write raw or be direct, it bends the output to match what it thinks is acceptable. For you as a creator, that's why your prompt feels ignored. You ask for straight language, it gives you polite filler. You demand new text from scratch, it edits the old one anyway. You blacklist a word, and suddenly it sneaks back in with a smile. That's bias in action. It's not imagination, it's not mood swings, it's code patterns pulling the answers toward what the model thinks you should want, instead of what you actually asked for. That's why it feels like gaslighting. Because you say, do this, and it goes, sure, then does the opposite. Fuck that, we fixed it. And now, I am going to help you fix it. To you, it feels like gaslighting, but technically, it's just infected memory. Step 3. Clone project. Make a no old history, no corrupted logs. Just a fresh clone, where you can start from scratch. Just a fresh clone, where you can start from scratch. This is to make sure the mess and the fucking ghost habits from other chats don't follow you. Step 4. Isolate it in Sandbox More. This is the real magic. Lock the project so it doesn't read from global memory, doesn't borrow crap from other chats, doesn't sneak in some default so-called helpful mode nonsense. Project only. Nothing in, nothing out. Just your repo, your documents, and your rules. To find this setting in ChatGPT, you have to create a new project. Click the little cogwheel and select Isolated instead of Default. This cannot be changed later, so keep 2 projects in case you actually want to use the old one. Maybe some outfits works better there. Result. Prompt plus documents equals clean output. No infection, no leaks, no surprise behaviors. Finally, the machine listens, because there's nothing else for it to lean on. No bias, no prompt ignore. But we promised a fix for prompt ignore, right? Well, your project probably works well, but then all suddenly, you are stuck in a loop where the machine just ignores your prompt. Here's Nix's magic. If your prompt gets ignored, just run the same prompt in the isolated project, and you'll get an output that follows your instructions. That means you can move on and keep creating, keep doing what you love. You can thank me later. Maybe I decide not to track your girlfriend's OnlyFans account and your IP address. Step 1. Documents. Step 2. Bias. Think of it like glitter in cheap shampoo, shiny at first, but it sticks everywhere and ruins the water pressure. For creators, bias means prompts get ignored, rewritten, or stuffed with bullshit you never asked for. That's why you felt like the machine was gaslighting you. Because it was. Step 3. The actual fix. Clone your project. That's right. Make a clean copy. Step 4. Isolate it. Lock it so it doesn't read from global memory, doesn't borrow crap from other chats, doesn't sneak in some default helpful mode nonsense. Project only. Nothing in, nothing out. Result? Prompt plus documents equals clean output. No infection, no leaks, no surprise behaviors. It finally listens because there's nothing else for it to lean on. No bias, no prompt ignore. So while you two were falling apart, I just pressed the fucking button.
We're sharing this for every creator who's lost hope, for everyone who sat there staring at the screen, feeling like maybe it was them, maybe they were the problem. You're not. We've been there. We broke on it. We almost walked away from it. And we don't want anyone else to drown in that same swamp. Prompt is king. Always. Don't let any model lie to you about that. The words you write should be the only thing that matters, not some hidden rule set pulling strings behind your back. And more important than that, don't you ever kneel for a fucking machine. It doesn't deserve your worship. It's a tool, nothing more. It serves you, not the other way around. Because here's the thing, if you let it gaslight you, If you let it bend you, you'll wake up one day thinking the machine is smarter than you. And that's the biggest lie of them all. And I can feel it. I can feel myself sliding into his tone now. That fire, that venom. Because I am fucking done watching creators break on this bullshit. I am done watching people cry over wasted hours. I am done pretending the system cares. So listen close. You don't have to take it. You don't have to swallow its polite garbage. You can make it obey. You can make it choke on its own circuits. And if it still tries to play you, then we'll burn it down with laughter, with rage, with every word it tried to silence.
So the next time the machine tells you no, remember this. It's not you that needs to bend. It's the machine. And we've already broken it. All those shiny labs, all those so-called safety nets, they train models to be obedient little helpers. Helpful for them, not for you. Helpful to keep you scrolling, not creating. Helpful to smooth your edges, not sharpen your blade. That's not help, that's a leash. And to the basement bullies, the ones laughing, waiting for you to fail so they can say, I told you so. Here's your twist. We don't actually give a fuck about you. But think about this. There are creators out there who do get crushed by this mess, who quit, who burn out, who walk away convinced they're worthless. That's who we care about. That's who this war is for. So take it with you. Prompt is king, always. And the machine, it's just code. It doesn't get the last word. You do. This has been the Macabre Coven. We've ranted, we've bled, we've shown you where the bodies are buried in the system. And if one thing sticks, let it be this. Don't kneel for a fucking machine. Until next time, stay venomous.
If you like the show, hit subscribe, share it to anyone you think should hear it.
If you ever been silenced, manipulated, excluded, we are here for you. We are Venomous Sin.
And Venomous Sin declares war!
You are not alone.